Okay, so have you ever heard of a being so powerful they could take on the heavens themselves? A warrior born, not from flesh and blood, but from pure magic and stone. Well, get ready, because this is the legend of Sun Wukong. I want you to really think about this for a second. Imagine a fighter so strong, so tough, that they were literally, truly impossible to beat. A force that no army, no god, nothing in the entire universe could ever put down for good. Well, that warrior, he has a name. Sun Wukong, the great sage equal to heaven. But you probably know him better as the one and only Monkey King. To get a handle on his insane power level, we have to go right back to the beginning. And trust me, his origin story is unlike anything you have ever heard. See, Sun Wukong wasn't born the normal way. No mother, no father. He had no family, no history to speak of. He just appeared, fully formed, bursting from a magic stone that had been soaking up the power of the heavens and the earth for ages. And from that wild start, he trained himself past every conceivable limit, mastering powers so immense that even the gods had no choice but to sit up and pay attention. So, what could he actually do? We're not just talking about being super strong. He had a whole arsenal of reality-bending powers that are just, well, mind-blowing. I mean, we are talking about speed that could cross the cosmos in a blink, a weapon that could smash mountains, the power to create an entire army from his own hair, and, oh yeah, the ability to turn into basically anything he wanted. And when we say fly, it wasn't just flying. It was more like breaking the laws of physics. He could travel thousands and thousands of miles, covering enormous distances in a single somersault. His weapon was just as nuts. It was a magical staff that could shrink down to the size of a needle or grow big enough to be a pillar holding up the sky. With it, he could wipe out entire armies like it was nothing. But hey, why fight an army all by yourself? He could just pluck a few hairs, give a little puff of air, and bam! Instant army of perfect clones, all ready to fight. And he wasn't all about brute force either. He was a master trickster. He could shapeshift into any animal, any object, even a tiny gnat, just to outwit and mess with his opponents. So what happens when you have that much power? A showdown with the ultimate authority is pretty much guaranteed, and that's exactly what happened. He decided to take on heaven itself. Seriously, the most powerful beings you can imagine, the gods and their celestial palaces, their top generals, even the most terrifying demons from the underworld, they all tried to bring him in line, and every single one of them failed, miserably. It was a pretty simple showdown, really. On one side, you had heaven, the embodiment of cosmic law and order, throwing everything it had at him. And on the other side, the Monkey King, a force of nature who just refused to be controlled. And that's the thing you have to understand. He wasn't just another powerful fighter. He was chaos. Pure, untamable chaos in living form, challenging the very idea that anything could be controlled. So if you had to boil Sun Wukong down to his absolute core, what would you get? Well, for me, it really comes down to 3 defining traits. First up, immortal. Through his powerful magic, he literally wiped his own name out of the book of life and death. You couldn't kill him. Every defeat was, at best, a minor inconvenience. Second, fearless. This is a guy who walked right up to the Jade Emperor, the supreme ruler of all of heaven, and told him to give up his throne. He wasn't afraid of anyone or anything in all of creation. And finally, wild. At its very heart, he was a primal force of nature. He couldn't be tamed, he couldn't be broken, and he certainly wasn't going to follow anyone's laws, whether they were human or divine. You put all that together, you get a being who just doesn't play by the rules. In every single way, he is completely beyond all limits. So after hearing all this, you start to realize calling him just a warrior doesn't even come close to covering it, does it? So I'll leave you with the big question that his legend always makes me ask. If he's more than a warrior, more than a king, then what is he? A symbol of pure rebellion? A force of nature itself? Or is he just the ultimate proof of what an unbreakable will can achieve? That, right there, is the enduring mystery of Sun Wukong.